Hi there, Jeffrey Rhoades from Experimental Homesteader, Exotic Gardening, and Sheri and Richerson.com. Please subscribe. Hit that join button, join our membership. Oh, today was a rough day. I was tracking stuff again, and I was not doing real well. I was hitting close to rate. You know, the goal is like 80 shelves an hour right now, and during the times where I was actually, you know, packaging up shelves, I was close, but I had a lot of extraneous time, a lot of stuff just happening. The mill was a disaster today. They were way behind, and I did not get my mill cart until after 2 o'clock. And with voicing it and then packaging it up, it was after 3:30 before I was actually done. And then I had a little bit of carryover that I took care of. So it was, by the time I dropped off the last of the shelves and was basically finished, it was almost 4 o'clock. And I wanted to do a little bit of the cabinets that we were working on. Because yesterday I had started on it, and I had written down, I had managed to get 50 cabinets written down to deal with, and Rodney came in this morning. He's coming in early for his shift and working on them, and he knocked out about 15 cabinets. Actually, he did 13, and then he was still working on 2 more, but he had about 15 cabinets that he was close on, out of the 50 that I had written up. Although I think he actually took care of a cabinet that I didn't write up, and so I'm not sure what's going on there. But before I actually got started, I ran into LaDonna. She works in the shipping office, and I said something about, you know, Rodney and I working on those cabinets, and I thought she was going to go ballistic. She was asking me who had told me to start working on them, and I told her, and she wasn't real happy about it, because in that mess of cabinets, excuse me, sorry, in that whole pile, mainly in the 50 that I had already taken care of, that I'd written down, were a bunch of cabinets for an order that had been reissued, basically, had been reordered. So I went through and pulled all those cabinets aside and made notation on my paperwork so that Rodney would see it, that you know, these cabinets were being basically sent back out. I'm guessing, although I don't know for certain, but I would guess that they will probably be checked over by quality before they're reshipped. But I pulled aside 24 cabinets of the order. I think we may have already done like 2 out of the order. So they may only have to build 2 cabinets and get this order back out, which saves a lot. So hopefully this works out. I'm hoping that this is, you know, that we did a good job, that I did a good job. LaDonna seemed very happy that she had talked to me and that I was able to save, you know, the majority of that order, set it aside so that hopefully, you know, we can get it out to the customer and everything will be good. But it was like I said, I think we may have already stripped down 2 of the cabinets, but we're actually trying to, you know, reuse the cabinets. So we're stripping the stuff off. We're taking the doors and the rails and, you know, the normal, you know, stuff that changes with different cabinets. Because the doors, you know, the base box of the cabinet is the same, but it might have different door styles. You know, there's some variations too, but we have the basic box already built, and that's what we're trying to then put back into the system so that we don't have to build a new one. We just use this, put new drawers or doors or whatever, you know, whatever that order calls for into that basic box. And hopefully, you know, I mean, this can save us a little bit of money. It'll you know, maybe help us in some of our scrap dollars, and maybe we'll maybe we'll make a better bonus, because we've been struggling with our bonuses because our scrap has been just so high. And so maybe this will help us out and lower our scrap cost, and maybe we can save some money for the company and, you know, do something good. So, but I was, you know, when I figured out that, you know, I had 24 cabinets that I had pulled aside, so, you know, if it was, even if it was a 30 cabinet order, you know, that's only 6 cabinets that have to be rebuilt. You know, assuming that all of these, which there didn't look to be any damage, but I don't know for sure. You know, they were still wrapped, they were still banded, you know, they were still, you know, like they came right off the line. The only thing was they've been moved a couple of times. So hopefully nothing is damaged or you know, anything on any of these, but you know, at least we've recovered some of it. So, and like I said, I think we only possibly stripped down 2 cabinets. So I'm thinking the order was probably about 26 pieces, and so that saves us quite a bit. It has stopped raining at the moment, but the wind is still up. The temperature is a little bit better, at least better than this morning. It was rather cold this morning, and this wind is just nasty. It's been raining off and on most of the day. It's supposed to rain overnight, I think, and rain most of tomorrow. We're just into one of these phases of weather that we're getting a lot of rain and a lot of wind and storms. Hopefully we don't get any of the tornadoes that they had in Texas and Louisiana. I think it's just shifting straight across the south. But this is tornado weather for us. This is the season for it. But hopefully, you know, we've been real lucky around here for a long time. We've never, you know, we haven't really had any major tornadoes since, you know, I think it was in the 50s. We had a major tornado in Marion. But since then, we haven't really had anything major. We've gotten real lucky. You know, we get some windstorms, we get, you know, some severe, you know, some trees down and things like that from the wind, but we haven't really had, you know, some of the storms, some of the effects. They tend to pass us by. They, you know, they go around us basically. So it's kind of nice. But we do get the wind, and we do get trees knocked down from the wind, and so that is a concern at this point for me. I mean, that's what's happened. We've got several limbs that are still down, trees that are down that I've been working on with chainsaw. They came down like last winter, so, or before that, and I'm still working on cleaning them up. So one of these days, hopefully, I will finish clearing some of these trees before any of the other trees come down, hopefully. But we'll see. It's just, you know, that's all I can do is do my best and see what I can get done, and hope that nothing else happens in the meantime. But anyways, I think that's going to do it for today. Please subscribe, give us thumbs up, thumbs down, comments below, and we will see everybody tomorrow. Stay safe out there.